2014 Sea-Doo RXTX. I keep getting corrected on that. Customer just bought them. The other one's a GTX, but he just bought these. Had a failure right away, and a lot of water in the oil. Anyway, what it was the famous failed intercooler. Somebody been running them in salt water. Intercooler failed. Cylinder head was destroyed. Cylinders looked pretty good. One of them was a little sketchy, but we were able to clean it up, and compression is spot on. I think we had about 130 PSI just cranking compression after the initial repair before running, so that's probably up a little bit from there. And we put an updated intercooler, and we went ahead and did an intercooler on both. Now these skis, man, I tell you what, they are something else to work on with that suspension system. Inside of that little compartment is a shock absorber, and there's a lot of parts to take off to access that engine. But we took the engine out and did all that, and everything went pretty smoothly. It's got an SBT rebuilt cylinder head on it that looks and works great out in the shop. So now we're here in the load tank. Ken's gonna fire this thing up. It's probably about 50 degrees out here right now. Fired right up. Running good. No check engine lights. We did run a scanner on it to look for anything. Didn't have any, it had a couple of historical codes. We cleared those. Good. Want to goose it a little bit? Got some power now. Running good. He's looking at the gauges, checking everything, make sure everything looks good. Hey, Kenneth! Cycle through. Is your temperature showing up there and everything? You can cycle through on mode, and you can get to your temperature and all that. It sounds good. Just want to make sure your oil temperature is all right. I had to hit mode like 2 times or something to get to it. Can't find it? You found it? 176. 176, okay. All right, lean on it a little bit. Keep that temperature up. Let's see what it does. Running good. Smooth, quiet. I'm trying to get his attention. See me waving my hand? Hey! Get it! Okay, what's your temperature doing? 186. 186? 188. Okay, what's gonna come up when you let off, but that's well within spec, right? So, and we're gonna pull it out, check the oil, make sure the oil is clean, and that's it. You wanna fire the other one up, just make sure it's good to go? Our pool man does a good job of keeping this tank clean, doesn't he? It's about 9 foot deep at the back. It's nice and clean. Kind of stirred up a little dust in it. Now that one just got an intercooler, and that's it. And that was quite a task. That's probably, you know, 3 of us working on it. You know, one holding the flashlight, pushing tools, the other 2 cussing. That was about 4.5 hours of 2 people hands-on. This one here, to put all the body back on, was a good solid 8 hours, and at times 4 people. Sounds like that one's running good. Happy with that? Sounds good. Gauges all look good. All right. So we're going to give them a clean bill of health. You want to start this one more time just so we Now it's had a chance to warm up and sit there for a second, and we'll do what's called a hot restart. It's a little windy out here this morning. Good, fired right up. Great, goose it, one. Those don't goose. Yeah, they got to get out of it. There they go. Hey, so you had to put it in sport mode to goose it. So in eco mode, it just kind of right? Switch to eco and punch it. And it takes off gracefully. All right, okay. Now put it in sport mode. Now do it. Yeah, big difference. All right, okay. We're gonna give them a clean bill of health. Everybody happy? Good deal. We'll get them washed up and they'll be ready to go after we check the oil, of course.